Hello students, have a nice day. You all are welcomed on your own YouTube channel English by Rakesh Shekhawat. Today I am here with another poem Keeping Quiet written by Pablo Neruda. First of all, about the poet. Pablo Neruda was born in 1904 and died in 1973. Was the pen name and later legal name of the famous Chilean poet, diplomat, politician. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He wrote in green ink, which was his personal symbol of desire and hope. His writings are simple, wherein lies in their beauty. Originally was written in Spanish. The essence of this poem is based on introspection and retrospection. The poet feels that some soul searching is needed for us to be at peace and ourselves and others. The poem Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda, discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. He stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human being, animals, and environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. The poem is written in free verse. It does not follow any rhyme scheme. So students, now start poem stanza first. Now I am going to start stanza first of the poem Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. First line. Now we will count to 12. The poet asks everyone to count up to 12 in their mind. The number 12 represents the 12 hours of a day or the month of a year. And we will all keep still. He wants all of us to be calm and still. For once on the face of earth, let's not speak in any language. The poet across the nations have to unite together, so they shall not speak in their own language, rather they all shall keep quiet and speak the language of silence. Let's stop for 1 second. The poet is requesting all of us to stop for 1 second because this will bring unity among all the humans on the face of earth, and not move our arms so much. For at least one moment, no one shall move his arms either to single or to fight or argue with each other. Thank you. In stanza first, the poet here requests everyone to count till 12 in their own mind and to stop for a while. Maybe this 12 referred by the poet is the 12 hours in the clock or 12 months in an year. He wants everyone to stop and calm down. The poet urges everyone not to speak any language. As we all know that there are different languages spoken in different parts of the earth, which sometimes become a barrier in our way of peace. So he asks people not to speak. Not only this, he also wants us to stop moving our arms. By using the word arms, he means the weapons which are usually used by the different countries to wage a war against each other. So basically the poet is demanding peace from all of us. Now stanza second. It would be an exotic moment. Without rush, without engines. Exotic moments means very rare situation. When everything will come to a standstill, there will be a rare situation. Without rush, without the sound of engines or machines, we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. No one will be in a rush. There will be no sound of engines. Everyone will be calm and quiet, united with each other in a strange atmosphere. It will be strange because it has never happened earlier. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. No person would be harming any other living being either for food or to learn his livelihood. And the man gathering salt would look at his hurting hands. All the people who work endlessly will get some time to look at their injuries and the damage they have caused to their body. The poet says that it would be a rare situation where there will be no engine working. Here he wants to say that if everything comes to standstill, it will be a very strange moment. If all the engines like the vehicles and machines stop, then there will be a sudden strange situation as the world will experience a sudden calmness like today we are facing in this lockdown. People will not be in a rush to achieve material things one after another. Further, the poet says that the fishermen will also stop and not harm whales in the sea. This means the poet is urging everyone not to harm the animals. Here he gives the examples of whales which are being hunted for the purpose of food or trade. He also wants people to calm down so that they can stop and see what they have achieved or lost. For this he gives the example of the man who gathered salts whose hands are hurt. Here he wants everyone to stop for a while in order to see and feel their achievements and how much they have lost for the sake of attending such materialistic things. Now, third stanza. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire. The people who exploit the green wealth of nature by deforestation or mining or fishing in the deep sea and victory with no survivors. The soldiers who use weapons to kill fellow human beings need some time to introspect into the consequences of their actions. They are merely doing their job or following orders. Would put on clean clothes. He wants them to put on new clothes. For example, to adopt a new approach towards life and to realize that killing so many people is not a victory. And walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. He wants all of us to be united as one. Consider our enemy to be our brother. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. The poet here said that he is prompting brotherhood, peace and unity. He is saying that nobody shall get confused. What he is saying that with total inactivity, he said to be keep quiet and stand still, live with your brothers, not with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. It does not want us to stop our works, but to take some time to analyze the result of our deeds. The poet asks everyone to stop those inactivities which are damaging the environment. Today, all the human beings are making money by damaging the environment with their activities such as mining, deforestation, letting the chemical waste into rivers, etc. The poet asks us not to do so. He also requests people not to involve in wars as there is no benefit of achieving such victory in there. No one is left alive. He says, so because wars and environmental damage will lead to no life on earth. Rather, he wants people to adopt a new approach towards life and mankind. He says that you should treat your enemy like brothers and promote peace and harmony in the world. Stanza 4. If we were not a single-minded about keeping our lives moving, all human beings work endlessly with the aim of completing their task. They are driven by the target of a survival and not the threat of death. and for one could perhaps a huge silence might interrupt his sadness of never understanding ourselves. The poet says that they are in a mad rush to accomplish all of their works. He says that perhaps if they pause for a while, if they perhaps a huge silence might interrupt the silence means if they pause for a while they can appreciate their achievements and their lives would become happier. Huge silence might interrupt their sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. The poet says, he suggests that by keeping quiet, we will be able to understand the true purpose of our life. In stanza 4, the poet says that he wants to clarify to his readers that when he asks them to stop from saying or doing anything, he doesn't want anyone to become a non-active person. Non-active is a person who remains idle and doesn't do anything. Here he simply means that we would stop and see the consequences of our deeds. The poet doesn't want to see people being killed due to their greed for money and expansion of territories. Further, he says that the people are continuously working to achieve their task without even thinking about their results. They are in fear of death and therefore want to achieve most of the things before their death. Here he asks them to stop for a while and take some moment to relish on what they have achieved till now. Everyone here is living a life in which he wants to achieve various things one after another. But now the poet says it is the time to stop and see what has been achieved and should be enjoyed. This will be helpful to us to skip the sadness which has become so prominent in our lives. The sadness of not enjoying what we have achieved and the greed to achieve what next is in the list to be achieved. Now, stanza 5. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. The poet suggests us to take a teaching from nature. As the earth undergoes change in winter, everything freezes, becomes lifeless. But after some time, the season changes again and everything comes back to life. Similarly, taking a pause and introspecting into our lives, we will give it a new meaning. We will be able to understand the purpose of our life. It will be like a rebirth of the soul. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. The poet has conveyed to all the people the purpose of his message, and so he asked them once again to take a pause, count till 12 and walks out of the silence, keeping the scene open for all the people on the earth to experience this for times to come. So now the point suggests to the humans that we should learn a lesson from earth. During the winters, everything freezes and becomes lifeless, but when season changes and it's the onset of spring season, everything present in the nature, such as the trees, birds, rivers, etc., gets life. So here the poet, by giving the example of nature, wants to say that all the human beings should stop and try to judge their deeds. They can try and make their life better with calmness and peace. Finally, he ends up by saying that now he will count up to 12 so that we all may become quiet Here quiet means to calm down ourselves and move towards the path of peace and harmony. After saying this, he says, I will go. He says so, as he has conveyed his message to the pupil and wants them to be left alone to think about it and work in the direction of peace.